Today we'll start with the verse number 15. Lohadheksho suradheksho dharmadheksho kritakritaha chaturatma chaturvyuhat chaturdamshtat chaturbhujaha. Let us see what is the understanding of this namas here. Adhyaksha akshaha. Akshaha means the vision. There are two meanings on that. You can break the word Loha Adhyaksha one. Loha Adha Akshihi. Akshihi is the vision what he has on the world. When we say Aksha, Akshi, that means vision. We'll see the other meaning what I'm saying about Loha Adhyaksha. Adhyaksha means he is master. One who is a lord, one who is a master of the world. One who controls this universe. So one who takes the in charge of everything in this world. So that is one of the understanding what we have. Another understanding is one whose vision is world. Always he has his own vision on the expansion of this universe and always looking at this, what the happenings and the events of this universe. So that means he is an observer. So when we say he is having a vision on this universe, he is an observer. As an observer, he is observing what is happening there. So Logadhekshaha. Suradhekshaha. These are three different portfolios what Bhagavan is taking into picture. So number one, as a leader, you have to know what is your company doing. So Loka is here the people. So when you say Loka Adhyaksha is a master to lead the people. Number one, the master who is having a look on his own people. Number three, you can say the master who gives the vision to his own people. The goal, mission, vision, whatever we call today in strategic management, all this comes from this one word, Logadheksha. Same way, then he has another set of peoples because he divides himself into three ways. One is on the universe, that is the Loka means people. Number two is Lokadheksha, Suradheksha. Suraha means maybe the middle level managers who are under you. For Vishnumurti, who are the managers? These are all the Indras, Prajapatis, Devas. All those people who are taking in charge of all the departments will be the people who is under them. So he is the supervisor. Right? So he is the top manager, he is the chairman. Think about a chairman who is going to dictate his own terms to his department. So first he has to think about his employees. The next one, he is thinking about his own departmental people with whom they are having a network and whom he is controlling. All the departments reports to him and the chairman as a chairman, he is taking control. So Suradheksha. So he is also controlling the Sura. Sura means one who is having the department. If they are showing their own way of dealing things or something else which is going wrong, he knows how to curtail them, how to correct them, how to give punishment. Say, for example, in the Krishna Avatara, when he was in Vrindavan, it's a beautiful story in Bhagavatam. When he is in the Vrindavan, what happens? People always go and pray to, I think I did share the story, but it is always worth to recollect. People always go and pray to the rain god who is Indra to say him that because of him the blessings, the rain which we receive, and then because of the rain the prosperity is there, the wealth is there because the agricultural lands, the farmlands have been growing because of him. Krishna being there, he understood that the Indra is having some ego or a pride within himself. So he wants to give him a message, he wants to give him a lesson for it. So what he told, because he was a Balaka at the time, so he was saying, he was one of the person who is opposing this prayer to Indra. He is saying that, not opposing, basically he is saying, why you want to pray to Indra? Because Indra is doing his duty. So as if that you don't need to praise that fellow. He is supposed to do his duty by giving the rain is his own duty. That is the department what has been allocated. So if at all you want to praise, it should be the Govardhanagiri you have to praise, because the Govardhanagiri gives you all the fertility so that the plants, trees, herbs, And then the grass, grazing grass and all these things have been grown there, which our cattle are highly using it. And whenever there is a sun, there is heavy sun, scorching sun, or there is heavy rain, so at least we have a hiding place there. We can go to near to the mountains, down to the mountain, and then we have that at least something as a shelter. The Govardhanagiri is giving. So if at all you need to celebrate the Govardhanagiri, not the rain. So the message is now in the Indraloka. Indra got annoyed. He is saying, oh my God, what this Krishna is thinking about? Because he didn't understand Krishna is the Narayana. So he is thinking, oh my God, this boy, he's opposing my own prayers. Let me show what is my power. He is a thunder god, right? So he's putting his thunders, showering, downpouring like Pralayaka. We all know that what he did. So Krishna, what he did, because it was a downpour, that water flood is everywhere and all this going on. As today we know that in some of the provinces we are having that. So Krishna, what he did, he called all his Vrindavan peoples and he told, including the cattle, come, the Govardhanagiri will help us. So he went to the bottom of the Govardhanagiri. He lifted the entire mountain with his own, the little finger on his right hand. And then he was just holding it. And then he was playing this flute and then he was doing it. I think the downpour rain was there for 7 days or something. That's what the Bhagavatam says, if I remember that. So almost downpour of rain was 7 days. All the 7 days, the people were inside. And then they had the food and then everything. They were cooking and whatever they had, they were eating and all. But all the 7 days, Krishna was just lifting the mountain with his own tip of his own little finger. And then he is playing his own flute and he is only just managing it. Indra showed every possible storm and, whirlpool storm, tornado, whatever he can do, he has tried to destroy. He wants to topple the mountain. Nothing happened. And after that, he understood that it was the Parabrahma who is standing there. So he came down, and he bowed down. He said, sorry, whatever I did is mere ignorance. Please bless Abhayam Abhayam. Krishna told, understand that. It is not that you have to get the prayers and all, because don't get pride of it. Whatever the duty is given to you, you are supposed to do the duty with humble and simplicity. You are not supposed to be having the ego and saying that I am the best, I can do it. Right? So try not to show off all those things. So be humble in yourselves, and then we can go. You can do your work. So he just patronized him and he made him go. And after that, all the cattle and everyone came back to their own Vrindavan and everything was given back. And then the Govardhanagiri was left on the same place. So what is the idea? What is that is? What is the story and what is the moral of the story is? He had the control of the Suras also. Suras are supposed to listen to the higher commands. So Suras, like Indras, are supposed to be doing their own duty. They should not take pride or ego in it. So that's why he also have a control, has a vision, have an eye. So he's saying like a monitoring, right? So he is also monitoring the Sura Adhyaksha, Sura Daksha. So Loha Daksha, Sura Daksha. The third one, Dharma Daksha. What is very important is he is always trying to give us the route, the direction to always take us in the dharmic path. Dharma is a path of evolution. So God always tried to put us towards the path of the Dharma. Make you to live as in your nature, because it's very important. Living dharmic way is basically you are living in your nature. You are living naturally. You exhibit your characters naturally. You don't imitate. You don't be artificial. You don't duplicate someone. You be yourself. That is what is called dharma. So dharmic way is that you have to be yourself. You don't need to imitate others. That's what it happens. So if you imitate, you cannot live for so long time. And you cannot survive for a long time. Your character, your guna, that's what is going to be there. So that's why we say, always be at your nature. So at your nature is basically the dharmic content. The dharmic character is what we are saying. So dharma adhyaksha. One who gives you that how to lead our life in the Dharma path, the path of Dharma. So sometimes we don't understand how the path goes. Sometimes we don't understand what is the way that we have to live. That's why we say our dharma is called Sanatana Dharma, where you live according to the path given by our great people, great learned scholars, great rishis, great maharishis, great mahaniyas, who have lived before us, who have put the path to us, including our own father, grandfathers, and everyone, who has given you the path. They have already told you, hey, this is the way that we have to live. That is how it has been passed from generation to generation, generation to generation. It has been given. That's why it's called Sanadhanaha, which is very, very old. So dharma, which is given to us, we don't need any founder for that. Like some other places, some other religion, some other place, we don't need any founder for this, because this is being created. This is being founded based on the practice of the society, based on the practice of the society. What is possible, what is right is being given, is being through the process of evolution, process of progressing, we have got this dharma, the way that we need to live. So that's why dharmic path, and who has an eye, who is monitoring the dharmic path as an internal controller, external controller, whoever you want to call him, it is basically the Narayana Murti, who is having the vision on the dharma. Why? That is why he gave the word, right? In the Bhagavad Gita, he said, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuddhanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijanviham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkritam dharma samsthapanardhaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So whenever there is a glani for dharma, that is whenever because of the shame, the dharma is going to put the head down, I will be incarnating myself. Ghanihi bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijanya. So I will incarnate myself. Yuge sambhavami yuge yuge. So this is the word given by him. That means we understand the Narayana Murti is a person who is protecting the dharma, who makes us to stick on to the dharmic. Okay, so it's a big area of understanding. Dharma is a very big area of understanding. There are so many understanding inside it. So Swadharma, Mama Dharma, and all those big things are there, karmas, and all these areas it's been inside. But we understand one is it's an invincible power, it's a process of evolution. So Dharma is a big area, but he controls it. He gives us the path. If you sincerely get your devotion towards it. Next one is Krita Kritaha. Beautiful word. Kritaha Akritaha. That's what it is joined together. It is Krita Akritaha. Kritaha Akritaha. What is Kritaha? Because of karma, something has happened. Akritaha, it has happened because of non-performance. Because of a performance, something happened. Because of non-performance, something happened. Not because of the karma you got it. Or not because of karma you got. So both are being given to you. Kritaha, akritaha. How is it possible? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you also take something which you don't even perform. You are not a contributor there, but you are also getting into it. Okay? So you are also getting that. So maybe we can define this as something which I don't understand why I am getting it, but it also comes to me. It could be a blame, or it could be something, a price of worth. We don't know. Sometimes we say adhrishtaha, right? We call it as luck, or a luck or fluke. Sometimes people say fluke. Sometimes people call it as luck. The real word for the luck is called, in Sanskrit we say adrishtam, adrishtaha, or in Tamil also we say adrishtam. Adrishtam. So very beautiful Sanskrit word. Adrishyaha, adrishyaha. What is that? Adrishyam. Drishyam means able to see. Aha, without. You cannot see. So that which you cannot see, you get it. That which you cannot see, you get it. So that's why we say that whatever we can sense, see means whatever you can physically understand, you can cognize. It's drishyam. You understand? You can see means you can understand. Okay, so I performed this, I am getting this work. I performed the best so that I got my promotion. Very good. Tallied. Your work, output, done. Input is equal to output, done. Productivity is good. So you got it. Kritaha. Input 10%, output 100%. Arey, I have only put 10%. How come it is 100%? Amplification, okay. My team members, okay. 50% I can. Even for the 50%, 40% is not my contribution. It's only 10% contribution. But still, my teamwork has given. But the result is 100%. How did we get 100%? It is akritaha. We didn't know. We didn't know. We didn't expect. We didn't expect. So this is not because of your karma alone. The nature wants it to happen in that way. That's it. You are just an instrument in that to be there. Your just presence is there because you are an instrument. Not that because you are creating it, not that because you are the best, not that because you are the Wikipedia or encyclopedia who knows everything about it. Because I know about Sanskrit, because I know about all the Granthas and Vedas and Upanishads, I know everything about nothing we know. Okay? Kritaha, akritaha. What you perform because of that, the impact on that. What you don't perform also because of that, there is an impact on it. So this both has a say on our life. Right? On our life. So that's why we say Loghadeksha, Suradeksha, Dharmadeksha, Krita. So he can be a Loghadeksha, he can be a Suradeksha, he can be Dharmadeksha. And also he can give you both whatever you perform, what you not performed also. He is a person who can give you even the fortune what you think about. He is a person who can give you more than what you need. Without asking, without saying, he can give that. If your deeds are very good. So that means God is evaluating your character. God is evaluating your attitude. See, understand, this is a beautiful understanding how divine plays with. God is trying to see how you are working. Correct? God is seeing how you are working on it. Are your intention good? Do you want to develop for the society? Do you want to work on for the society? Think about this way. Greatest warrior who dropped his bow and arrow and is sitting there saying that I am not going to wage any war. He is supposed to be the greatest warrior. He is supposed to, even he has waged war against the Maheshwara for the Pashupatashtra. This guy who just dropped his bow and arrow and sitting on a chariot and then he's saying that, no, I can't do it. Who did this work? Who did the entire Yuddham? Who was behind it? It is not the Arjuna who defeated. It is the Krishna who stood behind the Arjuna, and Arjuna is just a mere instrument of doing everything. Just an instrument. Think about if there is a tape recorder, you just play it. The tape recorder plays. So same way, Arjuna was just a tape recorder. He is playing. Who pressed the play button? It's the Krishna. So Kritaha, he did. He can claim whatever he did for the Pashupatashtra, whatever he learned from his Dronacharya, whatever he has done for established himself as a warrior, Kritaha. What is Akritaha? Winning the war at the war front in front of his own Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, Duryodhana, Kritavarma, Kripacharya, all the Acharyas. Imagine, how can you wage a war against your own teacher? He won the battle. So who was behind it? Akritaha. This is what, not because of his own karma he has got it, because someone has made him to work on it. It's just like a processor who was just processing the information. That's it. So that's what we say, kritaha akritaha. Beautiful understanding. So Vasudeva, Paravasudeva is a person who can always do this. Chaturatmaha. Chatur Atma. Atma means we say it is self. That is one way we can understand. Here, what is the understanding what they give here is Chaturatma means in the four forms. He establishes in the four form. The self established in the fourfold. What is the fourfold we have? Very simply we understand. Four states of consciousness. Am I right? Four stages of consciousness. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. First three stages. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Okay. So three stages, very, very important stages. Jagrat, when you are waking up. Swapna, dream. Sushupti, sleeping. Three stages. Three stages of consciousness, very, very clear. Okay, beautifully said. Once there was a question. Out of these three stages of consciousness, including the fourth stage, which is called Turiya. Turiya is called transcendental stage. Of course, Maharishi gives you 7 stages of consciousness. He goes from the transcendental consciousness, he gives another further three more steps for us to understand. Okay, so that's the another set of classification given by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi based on Brahmananda Saraswati understanding. Okay, so that's a different connotation. But in popular way, we can understand 4 stages. One is waking, dreaming, sleeping, and then transcendental, which is called Turiya. What is Turiya? Which is the culmination of all the 3 stages. Right? So once it was in front of a big audience, there was a question asked by one of the devotees to Kanchi Paramacharya to understand what is the best stage for the human being. And everyone was interested to know the reality because it was whether what is possible also. What is possible and which is the best stage. And they were all expecting that Paramacharya will give you a beautiful answer. And basically they were all expecting that transcendental stage is something what he is going to say. Just to the shock, the moment the question was asked, what is the best Paramananda stage what we have? He said, the deep sleep. He said the deep sleep. The sleeping stage is what he was telling. The deep sleep, he told. And the people were just took aback. He said, is it Turiya? No. Then everyone thought about, is it really the sleeping what you're talking about? Think about it. He said deep sleep. Then only people were understanding what is it. Then he told it is basically Samadhi. Sleep only leads to Samadhi. So he said that is the Paramananda level. That is where your self is totally forgetting who you are. When you are in the Jagrat stage, when you are waking up, your ego is starting. When you are in the dream, also your ego is there. Turiya, we don't know. What is the culmination there? But what is the one stage where I am forgetting who am I when I am in the deep sleep? Beautiful understanding. So why we are saying these things are sometimes we have to link how the great people think in a different way. And it is truth that we forget ourselves when we are deep sleep. We don't know what we are. So sometimes you sleep and then the next day it comes. When the alarm rings, you say, oh my God, did I sleep? Ooh, I didn't know that. I was sleeping so deep. Where is my I? Where is my thinking? Where is my ego? Where is my self? The lower esteem self. Where am I? Nothing there. Right? So he is splitting himself into 4 levels of Atmic level. So waking, dreaming, sleeping, and transcendental level. That's what it is called, Chaturatma. And he also establishes himself in the Chatur Vyugaha, 4 types of forms, where he also establishes himself. Vyuga is the 4 type of, signifying the 4 Vyuga. Vyuga means established by different forms. One is called Paravasudeva, Sankarshana, Pratyumna, Aniruddha. So each one have their own way of doing it. That is called Vyuha. Purpose. Okay? So they have their own purpose. They say that Sankarshana, Pratyumna is related to creation. Sankarshana for Samhara. Aniruddha for protection. Vasudeva is the head of all the three. Paravasudeva, Parabrahma. So we understand all these stages, how he segregates himself into 4 different work. So what does this signifies to us? Even if it is a Parabrahman, it manifests itself into forms to control the different function of this universe. Chadurdramshtraha means fine, beautiful teeth. Especially 4 different teeth, cannon teeth or something we say. That is what it has been remarked. It is considered to be a beautiful. In Varahamurti, they say that he had a beautiful teeth, Dramshtra, when he is doing the Varaha Rupam. And also for Rama, a reference from the Valmiki Ramayanam given in Sundaragandam given by Hanuman to Sita ji. Sita was there in Ashokavati. And she was crying. She was tortured daily by another fellow, right? So every day he's coming and asking, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry me? I want to be with you. I want to have kids and all those things. Understand? All the people sitting together, all the Rakshasis are sitting along with Sita. Every day they are giving lectures and hours of lectures to Sita. They were saying that marry him. Your Rama is not going to come. He will be killed. He cannot enter into Sri Lanka. No one can come here. No birds can fly without the permission of Ravaneshwara. All these things, the torture, the peer pressure is going on. And this on the top every day, morning and evening, this fellow is visiting with all the greatest, the Ramba, Urvashi, Tilotama, all this side, all peoples are all coming, and the greatest beautiful ladies of the, world, topmost ladies, the beautiful ladies of all those things, and are walking with him. And then they are all, one lady is carrying the beetle, steel container. The other one is carrying his own Venchamara and all these things. With all these things, he is walking and coming to this Sita Devi, and he is crying, begging, saying that, oh Sita, you marry me. I want to have kids with you and all those. Imagine this is the torture a lady is undergoing. So what she wants to do, she wants to even kill herself, commit suicide. So that is the time when she was looking at it, and then this guy is gone. It was only few minutes that she was left all alone because of some duty change or something with the Rakshasis there, with the demonic ladies. So she took that advantage and she was running into a small small bushes where there are so many, shrubs and those lengthy shrubs, and these things are going, creepers are going there, plant creepers. She's trying to make them as a rope, and then she wants to tie it as a rope, and then she wants to hang herself and die. She had done everything. She made it as a rope. She is tying on the tree and supposed to put it on her neck, and she wants to jump. And that time she is hearing a beautiful word, Rama, 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 Rama. She was stuck. How come in this entire place, suppose they are the people who are opposing Rama, and someone's chanting the Rama Nama. And also, without any further delay, Hanuman started saying the stories of Rama. He says there was a city by name Ayodhya. There was a king by name Dasharatha, who had 3 wives, who is Kaushalya, Sumitra, Kaikeyi. Started narrating the story. And she's trying to see, who is this? From where I'm getting this word? And she's seeing, and she's looking at the tree, and there's a small monkey who is sitting there. Initially, she got surprised because she was thinking, because these asuras can do any Maya Leela, she was thinking, is that even Ravaneshwara who is doing, or Ravaneshwara's messenger is trying to do it? She was even annoyed with that because that type of torture she was undergoing. And then seeing her pittiness, the pathetic condition, Anjaneya jumped from the branch and then he took his own real form and then he started talking with her, conversing with Sita. So that time, he is telling the body, physical forms of Rama about his beautiful arms. Right? Beautiful. Srirahavam, Dasaradatmajam Aprameyam, Sitapatim Rakukalanvaya Ratnadevam, Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayadaksham. So how he is Ajanubaham? So his body is a well physic built body. And he's talking about each and every parts of the body, in which he refers beautifully about the four beautiful cannon teeth what he has. Chatur Dramshtra. So that's why I'm talking here. The reference is about Rama's teeth given by Hanuman to Sita ji. Sita knows because Sita was in close proximity with Rama, right? See, she doesn't know about any other male. She only knows Rama. She is very close proximity with Rama. So she knows everything about the intimacy between those couples. They know themselves. So that's why she was shocked when Hanuman was able to tell about even the physical feature of Rama in his own teeth. She understood, okay, he is definitely from her swan. Then other things goes on. So Ramayana is something which we have to read daily and we have to enjoy the essence of it. So Chatur Dramshtra hai, Chatur Bhuja hai, having four hands. We are already studied, right? Santagaram, Bhujagasayanam. In that also we say that how about the Bhujas, and also even in the Jnana Slokam we saw that. Sasanga Chakram, Sakrita Kundalam, Sabira Vastram, Sarasir Vaitshanam. So we have seen that what are all the things he has in his hands, right? So all the four hands, what are all the things which he carries? So he Shanku, Chakraha, Gada, Sword and everything, lotus. Some of the places he carries lotus. All those four things, Chatur Bhuja. Okay? Swami Chinmayananda gives in his own interpretation for this four Chatur Bhuja. He says, all these bhujas are for what? To give you the right direction. Think about this way. Why do you need a conch? Shank. Those days I still remember for a factory work, they blow the conch like a sound, right? So there is a sound through this conch. And that remarks the time. That is a reminder for the people that you have to go to the work or you have to get alert and work. So your body gets alert by the blow of a conch. So what does it here it implies? It is a blowing for you to adapt to the dharmic path. The conch blow is basically to make you to adapt to the dharmic path. So that is basically how it is. That's why he says he gives the conch is giving you the sound of the Panchajanya is to make you your inner consciousness to awake. And gently what happens, the mace is always there for you to protect. When there is a small jerk or anything, the mace is there for you to protect. The chakra will be taking you like a entire body protection. It will also be walking with you. And the lotus is the ananda, what you are going to get at the end of the dharmic path. So this is basically how Swami Chinmayananda symbolizes the Chatur Bhuja. So all those four bhujas and four arms and four aspects have been given here for us to understand how an individual have to work. Also, Radhakrishna Shastrigal gives that it is also remarking about the gunas. It says Sattva-Rajo-Tamo guna, we know the three. And what is the fourth one? Itihi ahankaraha. Sattva-Rajo-Tamo guna iti ahankaraha. Beautiful word, right? Sattva-Rajo-Tamo guna are the three gunas. And what it is all associated with ahankara. So that is the association. That's why it is called Chaturbhuja. Who controls all these four aspects? Mahavishnu. That is how the verse number 15 goes with that. Okay. So we understand how the verse 15 has a very good impact about how an individual has to attain to his own individual dharma, and how God can bless, God with his own divinity can shower us with what is not been even performed, can also be given as a result for you. And what can be the positive, the positive end, what you can get, the positive goal, what you can achieve by the power of divinity is all been given from this verse number 50. So with that I stop here. Kayena vacha manasendriyarva buddhyatmana va prakrite swabhavat karomi yatyat sakalam parasmai narayanaye samarpayami yadakshara padaprashtam matra hinam tu yad bhavet tapsarvam shamyadadeva narayana namostute visargabindu matrani padavadaksharaani cha न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षम्यस्य जनार्दन अन्यदाचरणं नास्ति त्वमेव चरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्य भावेन रक्ष रक्ष जनार्दन हरिः ओम तत्सत् इति श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषां को ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय।